Hey, welcome to this edition of Tech Edge. Today we're talking about wiretapping, fake news, nudes, anything internet security-wise, identity theft, public Wi-Fi hotspots, getting your password stolen, all kinds of
how the wiretapping works,
yes,
essentially.
all kinds of bad shit that people don't want.
So we're going to get into fapping 2.0 then, right?
The fappening 2.0.
Fappening?
That happened last night, the fappening 2.0. We're going to explain what that is, too. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about fapping. What is fapping, Rafal? So a lot of celebrities are getting their nudes leaked online. It happens like once every couple months. You see it on the news. They're like, oh, so and so, got hacked, and now revealing photos of her are on TMZ or some deep webs website.
On their websites, yeah.
And then everybody goes on Google and types it in. They can't find it. They can just find news articles about it because everybody wants to see it, even though it's terrible.
It's all on the dark web.
We don't condone this, but we want to explain how to keep this from happening to you. That's what today's episode is. How to keep your nudes safe on your own phone, as well as whatever, credit cards and stuff like that.
So first I think we should explain how wiretapping works. What's the logistics about it? So let's start with maybe...
So this is like, he tapped my wires, he tapped them.
Yeah. Let's start with the most primitive way, which is actually tapping to your old phone line. Like from the...
Take these, attach electrodes directly to the nipples.
Antenna?
Call Poland. Premier, how many scoops are we doing?
How many spoons we do?
That is in essence how you do a old school wiretap. You take, this is a handset, you can get these like at the pawn shop for like $20. Phone guys used to use to check your phone lines and help troubleshoot, but we can also use this to listen in on your conversation. So we go outside somewhere, wherever your phone line is, on the pole or whatever, we take our electrodes, we attach either to the wires on the pole or to Matt's nipples, whatever is most available. And then you simply press answer, and then you can just literally listen in to your conversation.
There are newer techniques where they actually create fake cell towers where your phone connects to and transmits all the data for a snipping software or hardware that stores all the activity that
Did you say
doing.
snipping or
Sniffing?
Sniffing,
Snip, right?
sniffing.
Sniffing?
You would sniff data.
You sniff
Sniff
data.
data.
You sniff
Okay.
the old.
So there are fake GSM towers where they sniff data from your phone, essentially.
Okay. Well, that brings up something that I was thinking about lately. I was reading an article about Trump with his tweets. They said that he's tweeting with a Samsung phone instead of his super secret CIA secret black site phone that they gave him. Does that bring up a security issue?
It could. I mean, if as long as we're using proxies and you're not geolocating where the president is tweeting this from. If he tweets it from the White House, though, does it really matter?
But I mean, if somebody was to figure out Trump's Twitter password or get it reset or hacking it via getting him to click on a link, maybe you send him an email anonymously and say like, hey, here's a Affordable Care Act, click here to download. He's like, I don't want to read that, and he clicks the link, and now we have his Twitter password.
That's true.
What is when Trump says they tapped my wires? What does that mean? People read it in the news, and I've heard it all over. What does that mean? They tapped my wires.
It means they're getting information that they shouldn't have.
And how would they go about that?
They would probably gain access to a server, gain access to a router, gain access to a...
So it's not physically some guy in the basement of Trump Tower going,
No.
oh, I think it's the red and the blue. Do I cut these now?
We're far past the dark trench coat people.
Gotcha.
We are now into cyber hacking. So they will find a exploit. So it's either going to be an exploit from a operating system, it could be an exploit from a phone OS, or it could be a page specifically made to get people to put their information in.
Or a secret code could be embedded in some kind of software that you use. Let's say you do an update to Angry Birds or whatever. They decide to put a code that's going to start spying on your phone. They can do that, and you would not even know about it.
If their campaign was being watched, it could have been on all devices. It could have been all email accounts. It could have been everybody's cell phones, what they're talking. Wiretapping basically implies that we're going to be listening to data,
But I don't think when he says tapped my wires, I don't think that necessarily he might have been targeted directly. I don't know for sure, but my take on it is that the NSA records all international calls going out of the United States. At least there's reports that that's what happens. So whether or not he liked it, if he made a call to overseas for whatever reason, nefarious or not, he's going to get recorded, which is technically a wiretap, a form of it.
Yeah, it's a standard procedure per se.
So if you call home to order your favorite,
Pierogies.
yes, his favorite Polish pierogies, we're going to record it. Just no one cares because, you know.
Yeah, and like you said before, that it's not really a person listening. It's an algorithm that, checks for the keywords to trigger the whole alarm system where somebody actually then listens to the conversation.
So the NSA and the wiretapping it's a concern, but it's not the main concern. I think that's the biggest security issue for the American citizen, the normal American citizen. I think these hackers are much more trained, much more. The skills are honed for grabbing data, leaking data, hacking phones, remotely controlling stuff.
Well, you see all the celebrities are getting their stuff hacked, not the average Joe.
Yeah.
The average Joe, that stuff that gets hacked, it's not really going to be used anywhere. But a celebrity's photos can gain a lot of people going to a website. They can advertise something and make money.
Money. It's all about that
It's
money.
all about the dollar.
Like last night, we had the Fappening 2.0.
Well, last night I actually went and saw that movie. I saw Beauty and the Beast last night, and Emma Watson was the main character.
So do you think that was a timed release by hackers?
I don't know if it was time released by hackers, but it may have been a time released by her handlers to basically say, hey, we've already had a breach, why not go ahead and pop it out there and gain something?
Yeah, make another, like a publicity stunt like the North Korean movie with Seth Rogen about Sony being hacked and potentially bombed, whatever. That created a lot of PR, a lot of people watched it. I watched it, I actually paid, the $9 to watch the movie. And that could be similar.
But either way,
tactic.
Either way, if it sells more movie tickets, you still went against the privacy of a private citizen.
Correct.
And you have the ability to embarrass that person in front of the entire globe.
Unless it was staged and then she kind of maybe got paid for it. Who knows? Maybe it was made to look like it was hacked, but it was not. It was actually just published.
Well, that's just.
They're two-sided stories for sure.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if it was a bad person actually hacking her account and releasing the pictures, that's a bad idea. That's illegal technically. So
I want to tell about in the hacker community. There's white hats and black hats. What we call white hats and black hats. White hats are people that hack for good. Those are people that work for security companies and stuff like that are trying to hack to help the common citizen.
They find the exploits to fix them.
The Robin Hoods, if you will, kind of.
Batman.
The black hats are the ones that hack either virus writers for the wrong reason. They hack
to sell the data
for the wrong reasons, technically.
Well, all this hacking makes it look a little bit depressing. Let's go have some fun and go to the game room.
So this is an Oculus 2. I'm guest in the game room today. So here,
Has this been cleaned?
No, it has not.
I feel like I'm gonna get claustrophobic.
No, you'll be fine. So, give me your hand, this one.
Hey, you should give her the 9/11 one.
Okay, so here, that's gonna move you forward and back. It's just like the arrow keys.
Okay.
Okay, and
That's
then give me this hand. This is
Okay.
gonna go on the mouse, and this is you can look around with this. And then if you move forward and back, it's
Yeah.
gonna actually move forward and back. It's
Oh yeah, I see.
Okay, it's gonna start in a second, and then
What game is this?
This is a demo. It's called Nautilus.
I know. Is it scary?
No.
It says to insert a coin. Nothing's happening, and I keep waiting for something terrible to happen. Nope, that guy looks scary. Not going that ride.
Look around like you're there.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you can do that. I'm gonna go to this great wheel because I feel like something is bound to happen.
You're just exploring it.
No, I can't. He's too scary looking. I don't know what he's doing.
He's not doing anything.
Yeah, but I felt like he was looking at me. It's a little trippy though. I feel like if I were high, this would be a little too much.
Look around a little bit.
I don't know. It's kind of making me nauseous.
Can I switch games out?
No, seriously, it
Hold on,
kind of makes
keep-
me nauseous.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, I want you to keep it on.
I don't know if I like it.
This'll make you nauseous.
I don't want to throw up.
There's just nothing better than a girl playing video games, right?
And she's getting better at it too. Alright, so what's the news for today?
So one thing I saw online that I want to talk about is, I don't know if you guys seen the video of that robot from Boston Dynamics where it can drive and it can go on snow and it can literally like cybernet itself into Skynet and be
can jump on this table.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. So robots are getting to the point where like literally it's going to be like real world Terminator. It kind of gets into our topic of today, where it's kind of creepy to have a robot that like literally could probably outrun you in snow or jump on a table or something like that.
Essentially, yeah.
Well, part of robotics is artificial intelligence and being able to keep track of the data of, okay, well, the robot fell over to the left a little bit, it understands the differences, so it's going to recalculate its movements based on what's happened before.
Machine learning.
Same thing happens in data mining. So the machine learning allows them to create a profile and pretty much make a virtual robot of what they think you're going to be.
It's become self-aware.
It is self-aware.
Yeah.
Get in the chopper! And now, your moment with Curtis.
Oh, you just came here for some headshots, you know, you screwing me 88. You know, I need shots right now, you know, I want something good. Please.
Why do you have this?
They broke out.
Why do you have this? Camera. Hey, did you see this? Oh my god. I'm leaving this office. I can't get anything done here. I can't get anything done. Fucking someone asked me 50 fucking times, are you okay? Move! God damn it!
You're not leaving.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Wait, do you gonna go visit Matt?